Okay. We should be live.
Hi, Andrew.
Good morning, Woody. How you doing?
Good, real good.
You get taller since the last time I saw you?
Not really. I'm an old man. It should be shrinking. Yeah.
So what are we out here to see today?
Well, we got 400 tables, 90 vendors from Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York. A big show. 85% trains, about 15% toys and antiques and that type of thing. But excellent show. This is our 8th year. We've grown every year. It's just about maxed out. Beautiful building. We're ready for people to come and get a good look at a lot of different products.
Wonderful. And doors open at 10, right?
Doors open at 10. There is an early bird at 9, but we're fastly approaching that.
Okay.
So, but $7 admission, 10 o'clock.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Woody.
Thanks.
We'll start taking a look around.
All right.
Oops.
9 o'clock is our early bird. That's coming up quick. So 9 o'clock is the early bird. That will be people that are very dedicated buyers. So you want to be ready for that. Try to have your aisleways clear from debris so people can walk. 10 o'clock, the regular show opens at 10. So just be aware of that. We do have some cars parked at the doors. If you're unloading, that's fine. If you're not, you need to move those so the next guy can get in. Hope everybody has a good show. We've got all we can do to make that happen. I think the weather's going to look good in our favor. Not much to do on a day like today. I'm going to be able to train show. Good luck to everybody, and we'll keep it posted on this early.
There's 7 or 3 to 20 of them.
All right. I see several people in the chat. Good morning to everybody.
Well, yeah.
I see we got the Infinity Hobbies channel. We got Zachary Riggins in there, Paul Torrey, RMA 1958. Whoever this Darren Warren guy is that wants me to shop for him. So, first things first, when you come in the door, we do have some great flyers for other shows that will be coming up in and around the area. So make sure when you come in, you stop and check out the table. And of course, the next show here at the fairgrounds will be October 13th, it looks like that Woody does. And he also has a new show that he's starting to do in Wooster, Ohio. That'll be March 16th. And then, of course, my all-time favorite show, don't miss, June 1st this year, 10 to 4 p.m. will be the Northeast Ohio Large-Scale Train Show in Warren, Ohio. And, of course, to note, if you're looking for shows in or around the Ohio area, you can always check out cleveshows.com. They actually list probably just about all the shows you see on the table here and some more. So make sure you check their site out. So let's take a walk and see what we got going on, everybody. Hey, good morning, Tim. Oh, yes, Larry, they let me in. They also let Mandy in, as you can see, Larry. So, you know, make sure you message her, harass her. She enjoys it. Dash 9 giveaway? Yeah, no, none of that this morning, Carrie. So we'll head on down to this end and start down here. Okay. There's still a few tables that aren't completely set up. Got about a half hour before the early bird starts. So mosey on down this way. Good morning. So there is a good selection of, as usual, of O and HO. There's N. I didn't walk all the way around yet, but there is some G scale here. We'll get around to that. You are correct, Paul. This show seems to draw a good number of people. I have to say, it gets better every year. As I like to point out at shows, always make sure you look down under the tables. You never know what kind of stuff you might find. But as you can see, nice selection of Lionel O gauge here. Dackman would be excited about all that. Look at what's that, Larry? Look at that. I am looking at that. Aren't you looking at that? We'll come around to this side here. Of course, when there's trains involved, you're always going to find Thomas stuff. The kids always love that. Even Thomas videos. So a little bit of everything here today. If there's any questions on anything, or perhaps you want to know if I saw something you're looking for, just throw it in the chat there and I'll see what I can do. We'll try and not do this Nico speed, the speed of the flash and everything's blurred out, but I'm sure if Nico happens to pop up in the chat, he'll start yelling at me that I'm going too slow. And another bonus today is it snowed out in Northeast Ohio today, so it's nice and cold and cruddy outside, and the building is nice and warm, so what better place to be than a train show, right? Let's see. Any representations by manufacturers? I don't want to say no, Paul, but I don't believe so. I haven't. Hang on a second.
Have some envelopes up here that not been picked up. So please pick that.
I haven't seen manufacturers here in the past, Paul, but doesn't mean that couldn't have changed. And you want me to look to my left, Larry? Why? Are you here, Larry, and I don't know it? You're stalking me? Nice selection of N scale. I don't know. I might have to get away from this. I got some N scale at home now. I really don't need to buy anymore. Oh, all right. That's where we left off there. We'll take a look over here. Lots of nice keto stuff. Like I said, folks are still setting up here some, so. I'll let you ask when you get here, Darren. The last train show I went to, as I walked in, Darren was using his arm to sweep the entire table of N scale into a tote to carry it off. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see that again today. There's a lot of that happens. Hey, good morning, Canfield Road Layout in the Loft. How are you doing? Of course, down below we got a lot of Bachman Easy Track and oh, okay. I guess I haven't paid attention for a while. Apparently, Lionel has like their own HO Easy Track now. Cato Track. So we'll mosey on down this way. See what else we got going on. Got some built up HO buildings for sale here. I don't believe the thermos is for sale. Looks like a lot of nice buildings already built up. Kind of wish I had some of these in G scale. I believe that might be a cement tower, if I'm not mistaken. Someone may correct me on that. Hey, thank you, Anfield. I appreciate it. Woody that runs this show asked me to come out and do a live stream for him, so I typically stick to the G scale only stuff, but mainly because that's, you know, what I know the most of. But if someone wants me to come and do a live stream and help promote the hobby in general, I'm all for it. What do we got here? I see we got a question from Paul. Am I planning on attending the Northeast Large Scale Train Show this year? Yes, I am, Paul. I plan, as always, to get there sometime Friday midday, and then I will be there Saturday, Sunday, and I'll probably head home Monday morning.
Can you give us the chairs located in each of the corners? I know that our southeast corner of those chairs are gone. Some up here at the concession stand, some over by the Lionel side.
Some talking going on there. I'll pick up here in a minute. Sorry, when the PA comes on, I'll stop talking because I know you probably can't hear me. Let's see, what else did I have in the questions here? Oh, Penny Hobby. Oh, that was a coal tower? Okay, I wasn't sure on that. You have the airbrush going to you, Anfield. I need to get mine out again. I got some stuff I need to do. Yep, I was hoping that you were going to be there, Paul. It's always enjoyable seeing you. Just, you know, look for the guy that's wearing the big, large-scale live shirt. Well, actually, don't do that. There could be a few of those there. I'm sure you know how to find me. Do I see any S-gauge American Flyer here? There is some here. I'm sure we will come around to that. I can't tell you what all is here. And like I said, keep in mind, the early bird entrance to this show starts at 9 a.m., which is $10. Regular admittance is at 10, which is $7. And being that the show hasn't opened yet, there's still a few people still setting up. And if you're looking for the address for the show, of course, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen as we're streaming. It's also in the description of the video on Facebook and YouTube. Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Good, good. Out looking at trains. It's always a good day, right?
That's a good day.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. You brought the rack so you can really pile it up, huh?
Yeah.
I believe someone was asking about American Flyer stuff. So you got.
Put it out on Facebook that I would use that on there.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Are you a hobby store or? Oh, okay. Just curious. See, if you were, I'd fill the people in at home.
Just a hobby gone wrong, I guess.
A hobby gone wrong? I think we can all agree with that. You know, it starts with one thing many, many years ago, and then the next thing you know, you can't move around in your house.
It started with 3 trains 10 years.
Excuse me.
Oh, sure thing. 3 trains 10 years ago.
We got 15 minutes, and early birds will be on the floor.
Good. Hey, I see we got Sparky 107 in the chat. Good morning, Sparky. How are you doing? And
Next is Mr. Chase Wheeler here. Mr. Chase Wheeler is important to the checking desk behind the Chase Wheeler.
and then I do want to give a shout out. I haven't shared it yet. Paul Torrey that you see in the chat, he's actually done I think 3 or 4 videos on his AccuCraft AML GP60 that are very nice videos on it. You should check those out. I'll try and share something for those videos later today. I've got my own video that I started working on months ago, and unfortunately, life things get in the way and things don't happen. So maybe one day I'll get it finished. Of course, you know, if Dachman or Nico's watching, I know they're into collecting Barbie dolls, so they got all the Barbies they could want. Back to the Future Marty with his hazmat suit. That's interesting. Oh, you're welcome, Paul. You know, your videos are always very well put together. You definitely put a lot of thought and care into them. I see what you're saying there, Sparky. So you're saying the best way to go to a train show, me and my camera, and you at home with your wallet. Well, you know, you can PayPal me some funds and I'll buy stuff for you, Sparky. I mean, you know, it's always a possibility. I'm all about spending other people's money. You think Dachman likes the Ken dolls better? Probably. Yeah, 100%, Paul. I don't think I would know how to write a script myself if I had to. Yeah. You knew I was going to say that. See, and that's why you said it. You wanted me to offer it. You know, so just send me all your money, and and we'll spend it for you, Sparky. So, like I said, people still setting up. Ooh, I don't know why that catches my attention, but an MTH hot metal car up there.
What's in there?
Okay. Have some Williams Metro liners. I haven't seen those before. So, again, like I said, vendors are still setting up. I'm sure this stuff will be up there on the table by the time you get here, but just showing it to you as I'm walking by. So we'll pivot around to this table. Seeing all this Athearn blue box brings back memories for me because when I was into HO, probably 95% of what I owned was Athearn blue box. I figure at the time, $3.50, $4 a piece for cars.
His whole family were very involved in train business, train shows. It was a kid that passed away here last month. But he came home, silence, and expected his death. So if we would do that for right now. Hopefully Teddy's looking down and saying, have a good show and do well, and you will remember him for all the things that he did. Thank you.
Looks like we have some exact rail here. I've never really paid too much attention to that, being that I'm not in the scale anymore, but I got to tell you what, I'm kind of liking the details on them. Actually, really kind of like that chassis hopper. All right, moving on before I start buying HO scale. Quick, Sparky, send me some of your money so I can buy this for you. And of course, anybody that's just tuning in, You know, I got a little ways to go here at the show, but just to give you an idea, we'll take a look up a little bit higher. So we got a ways to go around here yet, but we'll get there. Of course, we looked through here already, but we'll wind up around the end here and go down the next aisle.
Concession stand is open. It's coffee, donuts, all the proceeds go to the village variety 4-H club here in Mahoney County.
Well, I'm glad that the concessions are open and they have donuts, but now I'm thinking I set my Gatorade down somewhere and I don't know where the heck it went. Good morning.
In just a few minutes, our early birds will be coming onto the floor. These are dedicated buyers. They want the first shot at getting a look at your product, so try to have the aisles clean and picked up from the debris.
So, what's everybody else doing this Saturday that's watching? Anybody working on some layouts or models or shopping online for trains? Running trains on the layout today. So I'm guessing, well, actually, I'm guessing you're probably running trains on an indoor layout today, or is it pretty decent weather up your way, Paul? Oh, so these folks are still setting up here. These tables to my left are now uncovered, so we'll take a sweep over there real quick. On the club layout. Good choice. That's a fine layout. Of course, remember, when you get here, they do have concessions available over here in the corner. Good morning. So let's see what we got going on over here.
We want to keep the door shut at all times. So, just keep that in mind when you're
To answer your question, RMA 1958, I haven't done any real recently. My Ender 3 Max, I had started taking it apart to upgrade to an all-metal hothead on it, and I have not gotten back to that yet. My other two printers, nothing wrong with those. I just haven't had time to get to them to print anything. Ooh, that sounds like a pretty cool kit to put together, Sparky. You're at the club layout 3 to 4 days a week. I don't know if I accept that, Paul. That should be at least 5 to 6 days a week. We'll step around these folks here. Good morning. Good. How are you? Looks like something would be up Dackman's alley. Actually, I think a lot of things up here are up Dackman's alley. Oops, you see the chat's rolling along there. Did I miss something? Let's see. Oh, it's the old. Oh, okay, I remember that kit, Sparky. I see what Zach Riggins saying to Smokemos today yesterday. Been online looking for decent Thomas the Train engines. Prices are ridiculous on them. I wish I would have known you were looking for one, Zach. I probably could have got you a good deal on a Percy about a week ago. Still new in the box from Bachman. I'll keep my eye out for you though. Ooh, doing some custom work. I see Infinity Hobby Channel. Let's see here. I'm getting lost where I was at. Got to go back this way.
Yes, they were very hard to come by. They found them.
See, now that's what I'm talking about, Paul. You bring 2 to 3 trains when you go to run. That's the way to do it.
Marks didn't have the detail, but they had quality.
I said, the kids played with them in the dirt, then they took them to the house and put the hell out of it.
She has a good handset
Yeah.
with the tires. I go over the motors.
Yeah. No worries, Zach. I'll keep an eye out for you. Now, I'm assuming, Zach, that you're looking for the Bachman produced G-scale Thomas stuff. You're not looking for any of the stuff that Lionel did years ago in G-scale, correct? Sparky's looking for a Conrail GP7 DCC with sound. Oh, okay, I'll let you know if I come across one of those. Good morning, stay loaded. You need 3 of them, Sparky. Well, yeah, I guess, you maybe go for a 4th one. Maybe, 3 in Conrail and the 4th one, a patched Reading or Erie Lackawanna unit, maybe a PC. I could go for that. And you're looking for the Bachman one, Zach. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Ooh. Very nice. Good morning. Got a nice GG1 back there. Ooh. Look at that. It's a New Haven E33. That was in G-scale. I'd be all over that. If Dackman wakes from his slumber and pops in, or well, actually, he may already be up. He might be doing a train show this weekend. He'd probably tell me I need to change scales, but, I ain't doing it. And as I said, still folks setting up here. Ah, I see what you're after, Sparky. I get it. Good morning. Do you have a small N scale layout here running? Darren, if you're watching, I'm pretty sure this is not for sale. But if it is, Darren, you don't need it. Just saying. So we'll come back down that aisle. By all means, go right ahead.
We do have a 50/50 going on, and there'll be sellers on the floor, or you can buy your tickets at the concession stand. 50/50 or dead. You don't need to be here, just be sure to put your phone number on the ticket.
And looks like it is now 9:01. So if you're one of the early birds that wants to pay $10 to get in, well, yeah, I see people down there coming in the door. So good morning. Empty Lionel boxes. Where's Kyle Kuiper at? We need him. He's all about empty boxes. Ooh, there's some nice signs if you need some signs to designate your train room at home. Yeah, by all means. Just you might have to remind me when I get there.
I was
6:01 in California. Well, you know, whose fault's that? Stay loaded. I can't help that. Trying to get that to go away now. And as well, I may not be able to get every little thing. Um, the purpose of this show is, for the public that's coming in to browse and buy stuff. So I may have to step around people, but I'll try and, step around them and pick up on the other side and try and catch what they were looking at. But I never want to make people feel like I'm pushing them out of my road, because that's not what we want to do. Good morning. Don't worry, I got the cameras down here. I always try to be conscientious about not putting everybody on camera, because not everybody wants to be on camera. I don't even want to be on camera. But now you're shopping for your wife. I don't know. It sounds like a cover up to me. Good morning. Well, if your wife needs that bag, Darren, when you come in the doors here, come down to where the bleachers end, and go right up this aisle on the right. Looks like got all kinds of N scale buildings up here. I'm sure Darren could use some N scale buildings. Or, even Heath, if he's awake and around. And one of those signs. All right. Like I said, I love it when I can spend others people's money and not my own. Matter of fact, I didn't bring any of my own money with me today, so there's that. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, there is an ATM in the lobby, and I'm sure it's fully stocked. Ooh, a brass one. How about that? That's something I have, I'm going to say it and then I'm going to correct myself. I've never owned a brass locomotive, but I guess my correction's only partial. I own one brass item, which is a Aristo G-scale N5C Pensy caboose, but in the HO scale world, I've never owned anything brass. I know most of the time it's revered for its detail and quality, and anything I've ever seen in brass that's at least, not been abused is very nice quality indeed. Ooh, donut. Donut, donut, donut. It's calling me. It's like an old brass AHM locomotive. Interesting.
Thank you.
Lots and lots of HO and N so far, some O gauge sprinkled in, but we got probably about 10 more aisles or so to go through here. We'll try and keep this stream limited to a max of 2 hours, mainly because that's when it'll automatically cut off on me, but also because I'm sure, at 2 hours, my wife's going to be ready to go, unless Larry Otis is doing his job and messaging her and keeping her entertained. Are you doing your job, Larry? I hope you are.
convention center is going to be Hobby Lobby. They rented it out for 14 years.
And if anybody heard that in the background, if you ever attend any of the train shows that take place over at Monroeville, PA, at the Expo Center, the news that's been going around is the Expo leased out the building to Hobby Lobby for an extended period of time. But I did read some stuff the other day that supposedly the city is trying to find some way to save that and not have them go in there, see if they can find Hobby Lobby another place to go. Carrie Campbell, you were... Huh. Well, okay, I just got stumped by something I haven't seen before. Good morning. I'm doing a live stream walking through showing people the show, but I would like to see that. Because I have
Lionel,
the one that's one gauge from Lionel, so it's
right.
G scale.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, okay, this is a first for me seeing this. How about that? Any chance we could take a look at that out of the box?
You bet.
Because I think I might want to buy it, maybe. And if I do, I don't have any cash in my wallet the second. When I'm done with the live stream and hit the ATM, can I come back around if that's the case?
We just have it here.
Okay. About that. Huh. Look at that. Ah, there we go. That's actually an MTH. We can see that down in there. Kind of hard to see. Interesting. Oop, I don't want to. I might have to think on that. And it's still here when I come back around. It's meant to be. If someone else comes around before me, I hope they're happy with it. As long as you saw one way or the other, I'll be good with it. So yeah, anyone's looking for a Lionel 1 gauge hopper. What was the price on that, by the way? I think it was the sticker was on the box. 40 bucks on that. Okay, thank you. Like I said, I'll be back around later in the show, and if it's still here, if not, I hope whoever gets it enjoys it. Yeah, that's kind of different. That's the first time I've seen a Lionel 1 gauge hopper that size, but as we saw looking underneath, it looks like MTH did it for him. Now, these are some Norman Rockwell Aristo cars, and as the Infinity Hobby channel had asked to share some prices, these are all 40 bucks a piece on the table. And there are a few other pieces. There's a $20, it's like a Bachmann car perhaps. And it's a USA car for 40 back there. Armor refrigerator lines. So that's the, I think, yes. I did not go down this aisle yet. Getting myself all turned around. Got extracted by an oddity I'd never seen before there. So now I'm curious. I'm going to have to ask Dackman, unless somebody else knows in the chat, what the story is behind Lionel selling a 1 gauge hopper with the Lionel logo and that on it, made for them by MTH. Because I've never seen that before. Oop, and I'm sorry. Apparently the chat was moving along, and I wasn't seeing it. Let's see. I think I missed some stuff. Good morning, Coastal Nomad.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a test track that is located at the front of the building. So if you pick out whichever you really like, if you like to test it before you buy it, so there is a test track. All pages.
Get you some money, Larry? You might maybe talk to Mandy about that. Maybe she'll take care of you. Parts guy, I believe there might be a parts guy here. Like I said, we still got a little ways to go around the show yet. We'll see what we come across to it. Time to look at a new pickup. Are you saying a new pickup as in you need a bigger one so you can haul more trains in it, Larry? Oh, sweet. And I just saw that. Thank you, Sparky, for the super chat. I highly appreciate it. As always, it's not necessary for people to give me super chats, but I do appreciate it when they do. Also, if you're looking for some cool signs in your favorite road that light up, this seller here seems to have multiple different roads up here. And let's see. There's their prices on them. Not a bad price.
You want the metal, we could do like the ripper thing.
Hit the ATM. What, with my SUV? I don't know if that'll crack it open. Oh, you mean actually just put my card in and get money out? Well, I suppose I could do that. Oh, excuse me.
Morning.
By the way, Darren, I think when you get here, the first thing you should do is get back there and buy that the Lionel 1-gauge hopper that's actually MTH, because that'll go right along with all the other 1-gauge hoppers you have that you like pulling with your triplex. Just saying. Dan the man, the only manimal I know, with the info. Thanks, Dan. I was wondering about that. It just seemed really weird to see a Lionel box orange and says 1-gauge on it. But, interesting. You know how long ago that was made? By the way, Dan, I'm just curious. I know there was a red one as well. Interesting. Not only are we seeing what's here today, we're getting some knowledge and facts, probably some fiction, if you're listening to Larry Otis. Yeah, and just kind of browsing over this stuff, like some of this Bachman Blue box. I mean, you're looking $39, $29, $55. I don't know what it is. Good morning, sir. Yeah. Ooh. I used to have a whole bunch of the Tyco billboard cards years ago. I always enjoyed those. All right, go down this way here. Sorry, excuse me. There's your song. And we were looking at this table from the other side a little bit ago. We'll go around the front here so you can see some of the other buildings and such that are here. They're actually probably about 3-4 deep. And of course, there's some HO stuff across the front here. What's that? RMA 1958? Okay. MTH. I really don't want to say that MTH was actually ever out of business. That was kind of a very odd thing there. I think that, you know, the owner was wanting to completely sell it out and not everything sold. I know, like, Lionel, Atlas O, I think Scale Trains might have bought the HO stuff. And I believe it ended up that the employees, I think, maybe bought what was left. So, yeah, MTH is still around. They don't actually issue a catalog anymore. Hey, good morning, Jake. Say hi to the folks at home.
What's going on, everyone?
Hey, my wife brought me my Gatorade. That's Jake. He lives in the area. He's always got a nice selection of trains for sale when you come to the shows. Super nice guy.
Super.
Ooh. Lionel HO American Freedom Train. Interesting. 10 minutes out. Okay, I'll alert them. I already gave the door your photo and told them not to let you in, Darren. I'm just trying to help you out, buddy. Nice Lionel sign for the wall. I can see it up on Dackman's wall. Actually, I'm not sure. He might have one of those already. Oh, here's a HO layout for sale. It's interesting. I'm not sure if that was a pre-made thing or looks a little bit older. $75. Do have some tools here at this table, some screwdrivers and hobby knife sets. I apologize if my camera rattles around here for a second. I'm trying to unscrew my Gatorade and take a drink. Doesn't help I get dry mouth as it is, plus I got a little bit of a sore throat today. We'll pick up that table when we come down the aisle on the other side, just so we're not going around and around in circles. It's like this gentleman or lady. I didn't actually look to see whose table this was, so I don't want to get that wrong. Has some part stuff down here under the table. I think we got some motor blocks and such. There's something that we really need in G scale is cylindrical hoppers. You know, if you're a Dan Gilchrist fan, you'll know that he's already, you know, built some himself. But I'm pretty sure Dan just, like, he either doesn't sleep or, you know, he's got like a bunch of elves that, like, come out when he falls asleep and build his stuff for him, because I'm not quite sure how he gets all this stuff done. If you're a sports fan, I see we got a Steelers locomotive here. Oh, Gage.
My grandfather worked with Canfield. My grandmother was scared to death of my dad.
Good morning. Good. Hey, I'm doing a live stream walking around. Do you guys want to tell us a little bit about your organization, what you do, and that?
Association, 1344 in Youngstown, saving some of Youngstown's railroad equipment that's used in the mills. We're open the second Saturday of the month, starting in the spring, and everybody's more welcome to come down and have a look.
Wonderful. If you come out to the show here, make sure you stop and take a look what they got on the table here. I see you got your calendar of events coming up there. And I have to painfully admit I have not made it down to your guys' place yet.
Well, you can take one with you. Yeah, we got plenty of these. You can take one of those.
You know, I will do that. Thank you.
They say in a circle game show. Come on down. This is all the stuff we own.
Oh, okay.
Everything.
Wonderful.
both sides there. Shows what we got.
You know what? You might actually have something I want to look at down there now that I think about it. You guys,
What is it?
I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's here. You guys have a G39 ore car down there, don't you?
A what?
G39 ore car.
Nope.
Hmm.
We got was or Jenny.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Two hopper cars. Those are those are across the river waiting to be brought over to us yet.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But our two hot metal cars are stored in Caslow right now until we got enough track to put down to bring them over.
Okay. Wonderful.
We did have our swag car brought up from Caslow last year, made by the Wood Beat Hall Company right here in Youngstown.
Nice.
Yep. It is on site. Right. So come on down and have a look.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'll have to check their papers out some more. But they're a local organization. Trying to think how long they've been around now. I should have asked them that, but they're doing a fine job of trying to preserve some of the railroad history from the area. And you know, they got some hot metal cars you can check out too. Looks like we got some books and such here.
I am the author of these books. I've got books signed here today. There are about 2 books.
Wonderful. You're the author of all the books we see here.
Yes, I have a couple where I have a co-author, but basically there's a whole grouping of books that I've done.
Oh, very nice.
You're not going to see anything like this anywhere else around here.
Well, yeah, that's why as I was walking by, I'm like, this does not look like books I've seen before. So,
Yeah, I come from Erie, Pennsylvania. So
okay.
This is my first trip here.
Ah, okay. Well, I hope it's a good trip for you.
So anyway, this is your chance to get something that's really neat.
Wonderful. Make sure if you're coming out to the show, everybody, you stop and check out the books he has here. I'll come back around when I'm done with my live stream and take a look a little bit closer myself. I know one guy that would probably be into that book, running the Erie-Lackawanna Railroad. Let's see. Bear with me here one moment, folks, while I take these flyers that I got from the gentleman at the Mahoning Valley Railroad Heritage Association and fold them up and put them in my pocket. Because I only got 2 hands. It's a real issue at times. Although, if I had more than 2 hands, I probably should be concerned because, you know, it's probably some weird mutation I don't want to have. In case you're wondering, some of the vendors out here today do take more than cash. I can't say that all of them do, but there are some vendors that take credit card. Of course, there is an ATM out in the lobby. And I'm sure there's probably some of them that also do stuff such as PayPal or Venmo or different things. Now, if you're looking for gas pumps for G-Scale, these guys standing right here are actually, I want to say, 1/24-ish. These actually work really well for G. Sorry.
Yep.
Good morning. And like I said, if there's something that I pan past a little bit too fast, or maybe you just want to take a closer look, just pop something in the chat there, and I will take a closer look at it. Oh, sorry. Lots of good low gauge stuff here. Oh, sorry. And remember, folks, if you're at a train show and you're walking around taking video, always try to be courteous to the folks that are here looking around and shopping. You know, we want to be good ambassadors to our hobby, not the opposite. There's that guy that's going to buy all the N scale.
Hey guys.
Morning, Darren.
Morning. Where's that MTH?
At MTH car,
I'm curious.
let's see. He's right along the back wall, like by where it says Mark's Parts. You'll see he has some other G scale cars there. Yeah.
Just smack his butt. Good morning. I'm gonna give you a kind of hug.
I'll give you a better hug later.
Okay, thank you, sir. I gave your wife a hug.
Oh, good. Awesome. Do have some G scale track here. Let's see. Looks like he does have some prices here on the track for anyone that's interested. So we do have some Bachman big hauler reapers back there.
You can't photo. You're photographing, you go price shop someplace else.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kidding.
Northern Ohio Garden Railway Society.
Cleveland?
I was a member several years back, and I probably met you. Yeah. I live in Austintown. Andrew Fitch.
Steve Blake. You belong to Rivers?
Yes.
Riverside?
Yeah, I belong to Riverside. There's actually some flyers on the table for our G-Scale show June 1st. Oh, sweet. Wonderful.
I've been there since the first.
Yeah, it gets better each year, doesn't it?
It seems to. Although I think the second day of the 2-day show was kind of a...
Yeah, that's why they cut that out and went back to one.
Dismal.
Yeah. There were some people that, wanted to come, but they wanted it to be 2 days. And yeah, the second day really wasn't worth it. But yeah, being that you've been there every year, that explains why you look familiar to me. Oh, and I see my chat is not scrolling for me, so what am I missing here? Am I the official videographer for this show? Yeah, official. I guess you could say that. I mean, man, these dollar stores are just popping up everywhere, aren't they? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no badge or official paperwork that says I'm the official videographer of the show. So I guess if you want to say that, you can, but I'm not putting any claim to it. I'm officially a guy with a camera, a live stream, and people watching to see what's for sale, I guess. And let's see here. We'll take a look at the end of this table and then come back up the other side here. Excuse me. And try and make sure that we keep the young ones out of the camera here. Good morning, folks.
This is right.
What'd you find there, buddy?
You take $7. Oh, you know what? Do you
Right
see
here.
the person right there in the green shirt, the tall gentleman?
That's who.
That's
That's
yeah.
it. Lionel stuff will help you out.
Yeah. You'll work with them.
So yeah, it's always, you know,
Oh my God.
I love hearing and seeing kids get excited about the hobby, but with the way social media is with showing kids, I try to keep them out of the video. I don't want to be getting in trouble for anything. So kind of got a little bit of a traffic jam here at the second. So just hang on a moment here and we'll keep on moving down the aisle. By the time we get to the other end, we might find out if Darren bought that hopper.
All I can do is $5 each. Want to do that or? Yep, go ahead. Okay.
There you go, sold. Sold.
Here you go.
Here's the bag for it.
Oh, thank you.
I was just the middleman.
Thanks. Enjoy, buddy.
Hey, come on over here. Come on.
Remember, when you come out here, stop to see Jake. Super nice guy, and he's got great stuff.
We have good deals, good post-war. We hope you make it out here. It's a wonderful show. It gets better and better every year. You got to make it.
I left Cody at home today. He's probably still sleeping.
All you got.
Gentleman over on the other side of the aisle, they're having a conversation about the hobby, saying they have to get the younger generation, the kids into the hobby, and he's 100% right. All of us that are involved in the hobby really need to do our best to promote it and share it with younger generations. You know, it's one reason why I do the large scale live streams, why I'm doing this one for Woody today at this show is, you know, just, you know, let people know our hobby is alive and thriving. And, you know, excuse me, sometimes it can seem expensive, you know, the entry price into this hobby, depending on what scale and equipment you want to buy. Excuse me, sir. But, you know, as you've seen, oh, you're good. Walking around here, you know, you don't have to buy brand new when you get started in the hobby. There's plenty of used stuff out there that's at decent prices. You know, most of us did not start with the most expensive thing anyway. Good morning. Well, I got the camera down. You know, I mean, you know, just for example, I mean, you know, looking at the B&O piggybacks here, I mean, $40. That's not terrible for an O-gauge car, in my opinion. Yeah, there's actually a good bit of. Oh, I'm sorry, bumping into people. There's actually quite a bit of old Tyco stuff here, Sparky. Yeah, I know what you mean. You'd probably think that those boxes disintegrated by now, right? All right. Making sure I didn't miss the other side of the aisle here. Oh, I went down there. Judging by the table over there, I still see the the Lionel 1-gauge hopper, so Darren hasn't bought that. Maybe we can make sure we get him to buy that before we leave today. You have to set goals in life, even if it's, making someone buy something they need. I'd say we're probably about halfway through all the tables. We're at about 9:37. We might have to pick up the pace a little bit to make sure we make it through everything. Lots and lots and lots of everything here today. There's some tin plate stuff, O gauge, S gauge, N, HO, G.
What's the best one?
Trying to think if I left anything out. There might be some Z. I have not seen any T scale. Then again, T scale is kind of small. I might have looked right past it.
Yeah. 83. So you might get a better book from the 83 teacher say. I got 100.
It's hard work.
There's a bulldozer that probably looked good in G scale. $20 on that guy.
Yeah. I wouldn't get pressed.
You are correct, RMA 1958. K-Line did make some G scale. I think I may have even seen a few pieces of it. We might have walked past it already. I think we did. I'll have to look. There's a. Let's see, what is that guy up there? Kalamazoo. There's a Kalamazoo 1989 G scale car, $40. There's some grass curve track. It's like 4-foot diameter. 110. Good morning, sir. Some O gauge locomotives. Oh, yes, I'm very familiar with that speeder, Coastal Nomad. K-Line's made it. USA Trains has made it. And now Bachmann makes that same one. Did you miss all of the N scale yet? You may have, Heath, because Darren's here. He might have bought all of it already. I'm not sure. See, we got a whole bin of the Bachmann steel tubular track. If you're just running stuff inside or going display track, this stuff works okay. This will not hold up outside. This rail will rust through rather quickly. But I have some inside I use for a test track, and it works great for displays. Good morning, sir.
Can you sign those?
Got some parking cars here, $20 on that guy. Got some of the Bachmann switches. Now, what's interesting about the switches, these rails are actually solid on these. They're not tubular like the other ones you saw, but it is still steel, so it will still rust. What the heck are you talking about, Heath? Simply Go Live looks like an interesting app. On the speeder. Yeah, that has been an issue on those I've seen in the past. I know a couple people converted theirs to battery, which obviously there's not a whole lot of room in there. So what they've done is made a small utility cart that goes behind the speeder, and they put the small battery in there, and they use like an HO Rail Pro board in them, Or you could probably use the mini Revo board as well. Or D-scale track. It's like $100. We've got a REA, or what became Aristo expander set. Got a couple switches, curves, and some straights in there. If you're looking for some track. Oh, step around this gentleman. Good morning. You got some hard stuff here. I have not purchased anything yet, Heath. I found one thing I might be interested in, but I'm hoping Darren or somebody else buys it before I come back around. You know, it's kind of one of those I'd like to have it, but I don't need it kind of things, you know. You know, I leave my wallet at home or not. Well, see, that would have been the key, leaving my wallet at home. I have my wallet with no cash in it, but they conveniently put an ATM machine here, so, you know, they got me. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay as I'm walking around in here. I know it can be a little bit noisy. Excuse me. We got some more HO stuff over here, some buildings. There's some old, I don't know if those are RC, if those were wired. I believe that was maybe New Bright that made those. I haven't seen those in years. Ah, there you go, Coastal Nomad. I'm glad I could inspire you. That ain't a bad idea. Yeah, you could put pickups on a trailing car even if you don't want to do that battery and stuff. That's a good idea. Sweet. Oh, I could have swore Heath has used this EV Mux before, but I didn't realize that's what he was referring to, Tim. Thank you. Hey, it's Wigwag Workshop. Good to see you this morning. It's okay. We won't fine you for being late. Hashtag blame Heath. Hashtag blame Heath. Pretty sure you probably can't fire that, but you know, if you're looking for a Canon. Not a Canon camera either. Because I know Heath's going to ask that. It does not take photos. And of course, if you watch Heath when he live streams and walks through, he always does an excellent job. Unfortunately, I'm not quite the interactor talker that he is. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying. I keep watching Heath, but I just keep picking up all of his bad habits and not the good ones. Oh, this is actually a local hardware store that's in North Lima, Ohio. Cross True Value Hardware. If you go down to their store, it's actually kind of very interesting. They have two box cars that are actually mostly permanently on the side of the building, and you actually walk inside of them from the store, and that houses most of their O-gauge and Thomas stuff. And then you go upstairs, the room upstairs, they have G-scale in it. They also have a lot of die-cast stuff, and they just have a lot of nice decor stuff for your house. Crossmill True Value is definitely, I don't think you're going to find another hardware store like it around anytime soon. It's family-owned business. Great people, great place. So I always recommend you check it out if you're in the area. He only has good habits. I don't know. If I had the extra fingers to bring it up, I'd put up a poll so we could vote on that.
Somebody before me modified that, took the bottom part off.
Well, stuff around here. You see this gentleman here does have some part stuff I can't exactly get in there at the moment, but that's okay.
They smoke them.
I have to say I kind of like his tablecloth. It's got the railroad tracks on it. It's kind of thrown off there for a moment. I'm like, what's all this track underneath everything? Ah, there's some HO. I'd have to look a little bit closer. Those are G39s or G38s if you're into Pensy stuff. And for Sparky, I know he was intrigued before. There's another Tyco in the box, although it is missing the plastic out of it. That probably came unglued and disappeared years ago. Hey, good morning, Columbus Garden Railway Society. I do not have a table at this show, Heath, mainly because I guess I could have one set up for display, but I wouldn't be doing much time standing at it. The last time I did this show, it took me just about all of 2 hours to walk through all the aisles. So, but yeah, I guess I could think about setting up a table for display at the very least. At the next one, I'm sure I could do that just to get some exposure out there. I agree with you, Sparky. Tycho definitely brings back some memories. I mean, heck, there's even a still wrapped up old AHM HO set, the 1776. Check that out. $85 for anybody that's interested. Very nice. Oh, got some more G scale over here. We got a LGB stand set. It's like 175, no track. Got a Bachmann. It's a narrow gauge switcher. You can see the label down there. It's like 120 on that, 40 on the flat card. And so you have the info. This is Krause Mills True Value that I was talking about. If you'd like their info and check out their store. Am I using my gimbal today? Well, sort of, Heath. The one I used last time, I need to maybe get that replaced. It seemed like it was kind of overheating and freaking out about halfway through. So what I'm using today, anybody looking for a Hell's Gate bridge, by the way? I believe that's what that is. What I'm using today, Heath, is just a fixed selfie stick that I have and a mount for my phone. So I'm hoping that the video isn't too bouncy or choppy. Nobody said they're getting seasick, at least. You got a Clarabelle coach back here without a roof. It's one of the Bachmann. Oh, and as a note, you see those spoked wheels that are on that coach. What those work well for is if you happen to have a Lionel G-Scale 442 Atlantic and you'd like to put a metal wheel in the trailing truck, that is darn near the right diameter to swap out that plastic wheel, although you will have to open up the journal pockets a little bit because it's a snug fit, but for the most part it pops in there and you got yourself a metal wheel in there now. What do you mean if you were O scale, Heath? You are O scale. You're N scale, you're O scale, you're G scale. What scale don't you do, Heath? Pacemaker caboose. Yeah, I think you need that. Just send me your money. I only charge a convenient 50% finder's fee. Just kidding. Don't send me your money, Heath. Oh, lifelike set. Ooh, 1/16 scale. What is it? That's rudder, I think. I said that right. That's a cool toy. Man, I didn't have anything like that when I played in the dirt as a kid.
Breakfast.
Kerry Campbell. For some reason, I think don't you use these trucks, the old metal ones for like piggybacks? If I'm not mistaken. Yep, I will. I'll let you know, Sparky, if I see some. I haven't seen any yet. We'll put Heath in charge of reminding me in case I forget. As I said before, always make sure you're looking down underneath the tables at the shows. Just about,
Videotaping.
live stream for Woody.
What's that?
Woody gets running the show. He wanted me to live stream walkthrough again.
Awesome. Awesome. Good.
Yeah. Usually I get a few people that go, wait, there's a show today? Like 10 minutes later, they're running in the door. I can't remember the Heath. Oh, Heath has your number? Okay. I can't remember the gentleman's name. I was did the live stream at the Northeast Ohio large scale show last year, and he had missed the show the year before. He's probably watching right now, but and he wanted to make this one, and he'd forgotten. And he sat down in the morning to watch the stream and said, "Wait, this is today." And he let his wife know that he was going to the train show. He'd be back later. So, even if there's a couple of people that I get that are, within driving distance of the show that go, oh, holy cow, that show's today. I wanted to go to that. It's well worth the time. Yeah, trying to pick up the pace here a little bit, folks, because, oh, and by the way, parts. Here's another person that has all kinds of parts. But, yeah, trying to pick up the pace here because my stream on this service I'm using, excuse me, is capped.
They are.
I don't know.
YouTuber.
YouTube, Facebook. Woody asked me to come and do a live stream.
Cool.
But as I was saying,
Huh? About.
Lost my train of thought here. Yeah, the service I'm using for the live stream caps out my stream at 2 hours here, so I got to make sure I keep moving along here. Oh, that's a neat looking van back there. So that we can get through all of this. Just why we need Nico here. He goes too fast. I go too slow. You put us together and you get just the right speed. Ooh, some VHS. DVDs. Mark, that's unacceptable. You should be here right now. Sorry I'm going to miss you today. It's always a pleasure to see you. Good morning.
What kind of control are you looking for?
DC safety. So that control.
Good morning. Ooh, there's some nice signs. Just need a Conway. Good morning, folks. Can you tell us about your signs?
Yep, these are our layered signs.
Okay.
So, you can do any other railroad that you want. These are ones we just picked out. The layered signs start at $125 with LEDs. They're actually $25. Free shipping and delivery. The small rounds are 17 inches. They start at $100, and big 24s are $125.
Okay.
And
And you
these
have
signs are they come with LEDs automatic. They're 125. They're personalized. So if whoever wants them, and then establish whatever your date you want established.
oh, wonderful. And is that one of your cards there for people to
Yes,
contact
sir.
you? I get that on video there for anybody that's interested. Actually, could I have one of those?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Very nice looking signs.
Thanks, sir.
Ooh, even got Legos here. Make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. Oh, there.
120.
In case I didn't get a clear shot of that card a moment ago for the signs, I'll hold it up here for anybody. These look like very nicely made signs. See, I got text messages. Who's texting me? Ah. Oh, I know Sparky went away, but we even got some Tyco buildings here.
Show them off. You know, that's how it is with me. You didn't get my fingerprints here, did you? Something.
No. Yeah. Oh, I guess I got a little bit more time than
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Canfield Train Toy Show. It's now 10 o'clock, and we are now open with our regular customers. A lot to do here, 400 tables of trains, about 85% of the show is trains, 15% some toys and novels. Don't forget, we have a concession stand at the southwest corner of the building. Restrooms are in the lobby to the right.
Yeah. But he just
The north side of the lobby.
169. I didn't know that. I've known it. You are 140.
There is a 50-50 drawing today, sponsored by the Village Variety 4-H Club, part of the junior fair here at Canfield, Ohio, in my hometown.
Apparently I got a little bit more time for my stream than I thought. I thought it was, maybe my math's wrong today. I thought I started this at 8:30. I have 2 hours, so that's from me to 10:30, but the countdown's showing me I got about an hour and 28 minutes left, so we should be pretty good. Got a Boxman set down there. 10-wheeler up there. Oh, looks like that's the original. Looks like that's the original radio control set they made, because there's the controller.
I figured it was a private jet.
125 for that set. Kind of amazing when you think about it. That that was the first big hauler set I believe that came out, and it was radio controlled to start with, and then we went to track power. Years later, now everybody's converting everything to radio control again. Kind of interesting, I guess, how you can start out and just be a little bit too early to the party, I guess, huh? Ah, okay. I was reading my countdown wrong. I don't have as much time as I thought. It's telling me I've been streaming for an hour and 29 minutes, not I have an hour and 29 left. So at this point, we got 30 minutes left, so we'll have to see if we can make it through here.
So they're held up.
Especially the fast moving ones. Fast move down.
And those of you watching that are fans of watching Nico and I when we do large scale live, of course, the next live stream for that will be not this Sunday, next Sunday, the Sunday after this one. At 7 p.m. will be our next live stream for that. And of course, our guests on that are going to be John Sacerdoti from the Amherst Railway Society. He's going to be talking about the Northeast Large Scale Show coming up at the end of April. And we're also going to have Don Sweet from Radio Control Systems of New England on. He's going to talk a little bit about what he does on offers, and he's going to talk some about radio control a little bit more in depth than what I did on the stream several months back. He'll also, if you have some questions about some of the different systems, he can answer because he works with a lot of them.
How we doing? Because everybody else is they start up there.
Yep. There's always this Mr. Lucky's that always has a nice selection of just whatever. You never know what you might find on the tables.
No, they're great.
Usually lots of good prices on stuff. Come over here to the end of this table. Excuse me. There's some more Tyco stuff. Wish I could remember where I was at last time at this show when I got down to the half-hour countdown. If I don't make it all the way through, just hang tight. I'll just fire up a second live stream and come back up to finish it off. But we'll do our best to make it through this. That's an interesting looking tanker there. An M1A Mountain.
All right.
Just curious, anybody in the chat that didn't realize the show was today and now they're on their way here because they saw the stream? Oh, yep. That's a good reminder there from our friends at the Columbus Garden Railway Society. March 30th in Cincinnati will be there. I apologize, I don't have the name correct. It's a regional meet for G-Scale. If you go to our website, largescaletrains.com, and go to the events section, you'll actually find some info on that show along with a link to their official site to get more info. But that looks like that's going to be a really good show. It's a little bit expanded from prior years. I believe they're going to offer some clinics. They're going to have hourly door prizes. I will be there. I'm planning on going down and setting up a table. Trying to think who all's going to be there. I think I heard rumor that Bachman was possibly going to be there. Again, more info on all that on their site. But it looks like it's shaping up to be a really good show.
Hey, don't get crap, people. Excuse me, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Afraid I missed something.
Oh, I get it.
That's what I'm sure. That's what I'm afraid.
Yeah, just a little bit. And of course, there is stuff every which way, every direction you could want to go. Sorry, got a cough there. But I think just about anybody that's into trains that came to this show could find something that they want to take home with them. It's a good thing Larry Otis isn't here. He'd probably take my wife. Well, actually, he wouldn't have to take her. She'd willingly go. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm sorry, Zach. I'm walking and talking and filming and bumping into people. So yeah, what Zach said, it's the Greater Cincinnati Garden Railway Society, March 30th at Entertainment Junction. What's the official name for your show, Zach? Is it like a Midwest? Put it in the chat, the name of it, and I'll put it up there. And of course, if you want to go directly to their site for that show, you want to go to largescaleshow.com. That will take you directly to their site for that show. Excuse me. As you can see,
Yes, sir.
the show is quite busy.
Okay.
Somebody repay.
We still got to cover those aisles over there. Hope nobody got seasick on that. Thankfully, I didn't, or you would have seen the camera go all which ways as I fell on the floor. Oh, $14.95, I guess, if you're looking for a big Lionel sign. There it is. Thank you, Zach. It's the Midwest Regional Large Scale Train Show. And of course, as it's been mentioned, it's held at Entertainment Junction. So if you've never been there, Entertainment Junction, I believe, is the largest indoor G-scale layout in the U.S. at the very least, if I'm not mistaken. The train show itself to get into is free. But if you do want to go in and see the layout at Entertainment, you do have to pay to get into that, but it's well worth it. I recommend, if you're interested in the inner workings of things, purchasing the behind-the-scenes tour that they do, where they take you back behind everything and show you how it all works.
Yeah, right. Okay. I'll give you a photo. Yeah,
Yeah. And I think you enjoyed putting it together.
Your own game, okay? Your own game. And there's all these things. I'll be in touch.
That's some at So track. Lionel MTH track. If you're looking to get into DCC, excuse me, some flyers for the Canfield Train Show. Oh, by the way, the dealer is set up here. That is Denny's Trains.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, those are all. Oh. Would they be compatible with the data? Yeah.
All right, we're down to about 20 minutes here. It's almost like being in a race. Let's see. Ooh, going with the snow we have outside today. Ooh, there's something he needs. He needs the, I think that was what, the Atlas whistle car, I believe the Lionel made. The fact I haven't seen Dackman show up in here tells me he must be out doing a train show today. Excuse me. Oh, we got some plastic model kits as well. Some old stamped metal trucks. More plastic models. At one time, I used to build some plastic models, but you know, trains are a little bit more fun. Some action figures and such. Who doesn't need a California raisin? So we'll go back up the other side here. How's the video quality been, everybody? Is it coming through nice and crisp, or are we getting spots where it gets kind of downgraded for signal strength? It seems like I got a pretty good connection here at the fairgrounds. Step around these folks. Oh, gentleman coming that way. All right. Is everybody still there? Let me know if you're seeing this stream now. Looks like I should still be live. My phone, Android, decided it was a good time to do an update to the Chrome browser and close my window out. So, sorry about that. I apologize. Didn't think that was something I'd ever have to worry about. This gentleman here is always at these shows. He always has a nice selection of tools. A lot of things that are very tailored for the stuff we do. I have one of these. I got a couple of these I got from these. Cutting mats are nice if you don't want to be cutting anything up. Hey, look at that. Even the dogs come to the train show. All right. Ooh, CSX transportation, no trespassing. Some nice signs down there. So let's see. Let's go over here. We're down to like 15 minutes. 85 bucks for a big hauler set. And this is what I'm talking about. You know, these aren't the best in the world, but for 85 bucks, if you're looking to get into a hobby, see if it's for you, it's not something bad to start with. You know, you can always upgrade to other stuff later. Again, you don't have to go with the most expensive thing in the world when you're getting into the hobby. Whew. All right. I said I got several people saying still here, so wonderful. Yeah, I was a little bit concerned going along. All of a sudden, whoop, my browser's gone. I try to reopen it, and it says Chrome is currently updating. Oh, sorry. Got some G stuff. Actually, I'm not sure what that is. Might be new, right? That's a Bachman back there. There's a Lionel G scale Thomas. And there's another big haul there. It's like 30 bucks for that locomotive. 125 for the trolls. A couple of Pico locomotives, more LGB. 225. We got a couple of Lionel. I think they classify these as GP20s. Some of these came with the four motors in them, which are real beasts for pulling stuff. There's some more G back there. And over here real quick. Of course, we got O gauge, O gauge, O gauge, O gauge.
Yeah, you think about it. Yep, yep.
I don't see those two off. There's a Keystone stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I think those were made for them by Bachman. I could be wrong. Got a Pico switcher, Pico. Thing, Pico. My one friend calls it Pico all the time, and it gets stuck in my head. Of course, we do have some other G scale over here. A nice Pico mogul. It's like 460 on that. Another stand set, 150 with the track. It's like maybe no transformer in it. Another LGB set there. And some more O gauge stuff. And of course, some HO we looked at from the other side. Excuse me. Oh boy, we're getting close here, folks. 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes. 12 minutes for me, but the show is here till 3. Work our way down here. Wow, it's kind of crowded down this way. Some Conrail stuff, but not the Conrail Spark he's looking for. Here's another vendor here. They take Visa and MasterCard. They also buy trains, so if you happen to have some stuff you're looking to sell, I'm sure actually there's a lot of vendors here that are also buying trains. All right, let's see. See if we can make it up this side real quick. Sorry, excuse me.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry, sir. Thought you were still looking there. Got some brass if you're looking for some brass stuff. And see if we can get back down this way now. Have to backtrack there a little bit. Excuse me, folks. Yeah, there's just a ton of stuff here. I could probably very easily, at a little bit slower pace, make this a 2.5-hour stream if I wasn't limited. I typically use StreamYard for these streams, which does not put a limit on my stream time, or at least not one that I'm ever going to hit. But for some reason, there are issues with connecting to their service on the Wi-Fi here, and my cellular is not that great in the building. So I have to use EVMux to do it. And since it's a free plan, I'm limited to 2 hours. Anybody looking for a egg liner? There's one for $100. Not sure what that is. Got a covered bridge there. So what's everybody think so far that's watching? Does it seem like a pretty good show to you? If you lived in the area, would you make your way out to it? Oops, sorry. I think Woody puts a lot of hard work into putting this show together. He does an excellent job. Okay. We caught all that. I think we just have this up here to get. And we got about 8 minutes left, so I think we might be good. Hey, Woody?
Very rarely. Well, I'm an F7 guy. I like that.
Yeah, it definitely does, Coastman Nomad. Hey, if you ever are in the area, let me know. I always like meeting fellow rail fans, model railroaders.
I had the inside of 14 years earlier. Yes.
And lots of people here. See if we can get around the other side here and show you what's on the shelving here. If you're looking for die cast, like a lot here. Looks like a lot of this is maybe 1/16 scale, if I had to think. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Zach. That kind of works like a lot of things. When you're not looking for it, you'll find it everywhere. The moment you're looking for it, you can't find it. Happens to me every time. Every time. All right. And of course, when you come to the show and you got something you want to buy, you do have a test track set up here. Looks like we got NHO. Not sure what the next one up is. S-mate. O gauge and G scale test track. And it looks like my wife's still alive over there, sitting at the end of the bleachers. She doesn't have that look like, I'm in trouble yet, at least. But that's pretty much it, folks. We'll take a high up look around here again just to show you what all's here. So let's see here. We'll take a walk over here. So, really? Really? Can I show everything again? You just woke up. As much as I love you, Dackman, no. But you can't watch the replay. You're welcome, Coastal Nomad. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I missed the Barbie. Oh, yeah. Dackman did miss the Barbie dolls. Like I said, he's into Barbies. He's a big collector of them. So, trying to hold this and hit the button at the same time. So, that's the show here today, guys. Like I said, you can see the bottom of the screen. It's scrolling across here at the Canfield Fairgrounds in Canfield, Ohio. The show is until 3 p.m. And I highly recommend that you come out and check it out. Lots of good stuff here. So I'll see everybody later, and I hope you enjoy your weekend.